Hi everybody, welcome to another show of Whoote. Markonomics 101 presents the ultimate real show where you come to be informed, not misled. We are right now coming from an undisclosed location in the prison state, the lockdown state of California, and things are getting really ugly here, but strangely enough, the markets are not. And this particular show is called Cannabis and Commodities. That's where the action is. So let's go to the charts, okay? All right, the first one is the Dow Jones Industrials. As you can see, it's breaking out. This thing is just completely out of control. You know, I don't know why, but this thing just continues to go higher, and you're going to see a lot of green. Pretty much everything is just like a runaway market right now. So that's one. This is the mid-cap index of the S&P 500. Look at that, just a beautiful pattern. This thing is also running away. Mid-caps are, basically $5 billion type companies in general, maybe 2 to 20, something like that. And this is really a sign of strength. The next chart, NASDAQ, it looks like this one's breaking out too. A lot of the individual patterns are not as good, but again, this looks pretty good here, and this thing looks like it's just on the verge of breaking out. This is the New York Composite. This is sort of, again, a mid-cap index. Just for the hell of it, we put it in there. Again, looks good. Another pattern here, small caps. This is the small cap S&P right here. Again, breaking out, just running away. Nothing but green. Here we go again. Standard & Poor's not quite as strong. A lot of these big caps are kind of like struggling right now, relatively speaking, that is, but still positive pattern. Transportation index, transgender Americans right here, positive pattern, and this is an incredibly coincident sign of the economy. For some reason, there is so much evidence out there in the charts that the economy is like going gangbusters, and it's really strange. It's really hard to rationalize that. But that's one piece. Now here's Apple. Apple is now in a pattern I would call neutral, but this thing could break out up, and if it does, the NASDAQ will go with it. So look for those two, this thing to either break down or break up, and with the NASDAQ. So Amazon also could break out of this. Still looks kind of negative to me, but again, this one, this one could lead to a positive result. Facebook is kind of barely hanging in there. I'm not really thrilled about it, but again, it's not negative yet. And same thing with Google, not negative. And here we go. The only negative pattern is this one, is Microsoft. And again, this one could break up out of this too. So, right now things are coming up roses. Tesla, here's another one I don't get. This company is now worth $500 billion. It sells 500,000 cars a year. Okay, if you do the math on that, that's just unbelievable. But it continues to go up, and it continues to be the dream stock of everybody's dream. Gold is in a pattern that really, I think, there's a great opportunity here, but it's really not behaving well considering some of the other things that are going on. But I still continue to be positive on it. Silver too, a little bit better. This could be a really good entry here, but not quite yet. We're going to not go through some of those same stocks again that we did before, because they are still the same stocks here. But instead, we're going to show you things like copper. Copper is just running away here. And there's another little piece of sign, that is very coincident with the economy. Now, I don't really get it because I don't observe this, but this is pretty hard to to fight the informative content of this. I mean, look at that. Going nuts. So this is gasoline. That's also breaking out. Another commodity that's going up in price. Hello, inflation. Do I hear you coming? Yes, I do. This is crude oil right here. West Texas Intermediate also breaking out. Pretty much again the 10-year still in that rounding bottom pattern, and it still looks to me, and I'm still going to say this, interest rates are heading up. This is the 30-year interest rates are heading up. And that is going to be a very interesting situation as that evolves. The U.S. dollar, now this is a really important chart right here. The U.S. dollar looks like it is breaking down. And the ultimate depreciation of the dollar is is inflation, because basically the dollar buys less, and as the dollar depreciates, anything denominated in it goes up in value. So especially hard assets, but not necessarily paper assets. So we continue to watch this, and this is really bad. It's broken through below 92. This does not look good in general. Now, what we're going to talk about here is the cannabis industry, and hopefully, and the reefer madness. Now, I don't know, Josh, do you remember that Blue Oyster Cult song, Don't Fear the Reefer? Do you remember that song by Blue Oyster Cult? Yeah, baby, don't fear the reefer. There's wind and the sun and the rain. We can be like they are. Well, okay, so anyway, this is called Aurora Cannabis, and as you can see, this is in a great pattern right here, breaking out. Look at that right there. I mean, this one is actually, you're buying it at a very opportune time. Now, this is Canopy. Canopy is owned 30% by Constellation Brands. That is a huge amount. And can you imagine that the Biden-Harris administration is a very high probability, I think, to legalize federally marijuana, cannabis here? That gives companies like this a great opportunity, because Constellation Brands already has a distribution network that is global. So you get a legality here, and all of a sudden you run products through an existing distribution network. That makes it kind of interesting. This is another one called Tilray. All these are going really well. This is the bank index. It continues to look good too. There's just nothing but green here. Unbelievable. This is the broker dealer index. Again, nothing but green. It's just running away. American Express running away. Bank of America running away. Notice everything's just running away. You can't find negative stuff anywhere right now. It's really pretty amazing. This is Berkshire Hathaway. This is running away. All right, so that's what we're just going through these. General Electric is not something that we've shown before, but if there's ever a company that blends industrial business and financial, like General Electric is a huge financial company, it's this one. And look at this thing, and the bottom that this is that this is happening. So this is pretty amazing right here. So in any event, let's this is Goldman Sachs. Look at that thing break out. Okay, speaking of breakout, I'd like to break out of this damn prison right here, but this is an undisclosed location in California, and I can't really tell you where we are right now, but I'll tell you, I'm doing this surreptitiously. Here we go. Morgan Stanley going crazy, just breaking out again. JP Morgan, oh, look at that, just going crazy, nuts. Even Wells Fargo, that was just like right on the edge of death, all of a sudden just reemerged. Then the Japanese market on fire all of a sudden. The the Indian market, again, new highs, on fire. The South Korean market, the biggest exporter, on fire. I mean, and the VIX, the volatility index, is still kind of high and can still support a continued rally. So, basically, that's it for today. Right now, everything is green. There will be opportunities. There are definitely in that cannabis industry. Please subscribe to us, and if you have any comments or questions, send us an email, give us a call, even a telegram, even a pigeon carrier. You name it, we're there. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time.